So, if you've made a cleric or some other spellcaster who starts with spells in their inventory, you'll need to know how to put them into use. So, first things first, in order to open up your spell book, it's this little tiny book on the left here, if you can see that. When you click on it, this book will show up. It has little page numbers. You can click left and right to go through the different pages. This meditate button will not become relevant or useful to you until later, either 4 or 8, depending on what kind of class you are. Meditate will make you recover mana faster when this book is open and this button is depressed. However, until you unlock the ability to have that skill, this functionally does nothing. So, in order to get these spells into use, first you need to scribe them. Left click on them to put them onto your cursor, then left click them on an empty spot. These ones in the middle aren't empty spots. For some reason all the squares are just different sized. So you can see here that that scribed pretty quickly. Encourage is now there. Let's do the second one. You can see down here this little red bar is showing you how fast it takes to scribe. At later levels those will be much longer. So now you've got them sitting here. Don't worry if you don't particularly like how they're organized. You can always change it later by right-clicking, which shows this little pulsating picture, and then right-clicking on a different spot. You can even go to different pages if this is going to be my healing page. Now, we're not ready to use them yet. We need to memorize them. Over here on the left, or let's bring it over just so you can see it in the center, this is what I call the gem slots. So, in order to have your spells into these slots, you left-click it, which puts it on your cursor, and then you left-click on one of those slots. These slots correspond to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you happen to use slash commands in order to call them up. Let's memorize minor healing as well. So you'll notice that now there's this left bar, which is going down, showing us how fast it's memorizing. You'll notice that once they're memorized, they're going to show up dark for just a moment, and then kind of fade back in, meaning that they're ready for use. So, let's go ahead and cast this buff on ourselves. So I'm going to target myself. There's many ways to do that. You can either click on your name up here, or you can say, if I'm selecting somebody else like this, you can see your target right here. You can hit tab in order to target yourself. And if you had group members, you could hit the F numbered letters, keys. So, targeting myself, I'll left click on the spell. I have a little casting timer over here. And then up here it shows me the current buffs that I have on myself.